Alright folks, once again, it's Twisted Nightmare Gaming, and as promised, I am here with another deck profile. If you can't tell, it's going to be the Endymion deck, and this is literally just the stuff that came out of that deck. So this is all basically about the most budget of the budget build. $30, 3 of the structure decks. Take out what you want. We'll put in what you want. Take out what you don't want to keep in. Call it a day. I'm not gonna go through the effects of some of these because then we'd have a 30-40 minute video. Good lord, I don't really want a 30-40 minute video for this deck unless I'm doing a more detailed version of the deck, or the true to life nightmare version of this deck, which there's gonna probably be 2 versions of that. Cause I'm gonna do some completely janky bullshit to this deck. So let's get started. So first we have 3 of the Boss Monster, Endymion, the magical master, the mighty magic master of magic. Then Magister of Endymion, then Reflector, now I've seen a couple of builds that don't run Reflector, but I was reading over while I was at work last night. I actually thought it was pretty good, so I'm gonna try it at 3. If it changes, it changes. And then the last 3 of, besides hand traps, 3 Servant. And then we have 1 Endymion Master of Magic, 2 Magical Abductor, 2 Magical Exemplar, and then the last monster, 3 copies of Draw. This I won't keep in order, simply because, I'm going to end up doing stuff with it in a little bit anyways. Onto the spells. 3 Dimmered Path. Yes, I know it's a hard once per turn, but I happen to really like the card. 2 copies of Magical Dimension. 3 Pot of Desires. Like most people, I kind of ended up falling suit with this. Yeah, this would probably be the only deck I would condone running 3 copies of Pot of Desires. 1 Spellbook of Wisdom, 1 Spellbook of Power, 3 Spell Power Mastery, 3 Grasp, 2 Terraforming, 3 Citadel. And that's the main deck. I believe it was like 41, 42, somewhere in that range. Like I said, I literally built this while I was at work. I have not tested this against anybody, but from what I was just looking at, how I did it, it looks pretty good. And then, since you know this is from the structure deck, the 3 copies of Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior. Right. And Vampire Sparkle. Basically, your whole basis of this deck is to get spell counters on your monsters or on your field spell, trigger the big Endymion pendulum, If he's in your spell, if he's being used as a pendulum, you could trigger that by removing 6 anywhere off the field, special him from the pendulum zone. You can only do that effect once per turn. But there are monsters in here that literally say remove 3 spell counters from when you're on the field. A specialist spellcaster from your deck that requires spell counter that uses spell counters. It's damn near everybody in the deck, but you can use that to tutor Pendulum Endymion, regular Endymion, or just about everybody else in this deck. Like I said in a previous video, this will more than likely be after Cyber Dragons comes out, so I will probably do this one, and honestly this will probably come out in about 2 or 3 weeks. Not gonna lie, this will probably be out the end of this month, beginning of June. If it's the beginning of June, it'll probably be the first video in June. I literally showed Twisted and Lunarstar 10-3 a list of the decks that I'm building over the next few weeks here, and to be honest with you, it's looking to be roughly about 21 decks. Granted, though it's 21 decks, like I said before, I have a lot of interchangeable parts, so you'll be seeing a lot of repeats between decks, because why not? And yes, I know this is the first deck that in a while, I think since my original profile of the Altergeist decks of mine, that I don't have in magenta Dragon Shield matte sleeves and Dragon Shield white matte sleeves for the extra deck, simply because I'm out of both. So I use my matte blacks that I use for the Altergeist deck, because I put the Altergeist deck in magenta sleeves, and I grabbed 3 sleeves that I had of the same color for the extra deck. When I reprofile this deck, it's either going to probably remain in the matte black, but the extra deck goes into white, or both get changed into the white matte and then the magenta matte for the actual main deck. But stay tuned, folks. I also have a few other decks coming up real soon. A couple of them mean a lot to me, because I built some of these back in the past, and I just really wanted to build them again for nostalgia purposes, utilizing newer engines. I actually already have the 3 decks that now that I was gonna do for the 100 subscriber / birthday videos. I might actually extend that to 5 videos and space that out during the week, just because I have so many videos coming out over the next couple of weeks. I might, it really just depends on how I'm feeling, and if Twisted really thinks I should. If Twisted's cool with it, I'll probably run 5 videos throughout the course of that week, which means you'll probably get the 3 on my birthday, and then 1 on like Monday, and then the other one on Friday or Sunday or something. I don't know, 1 over the weekend. So 1 at the beginning of the week, the 3 on my birthday, which I believe falls on a Thursday, and then 1 on Sunday. That's if I do 5. If I just stick with the 3, all 3 of them are going to be dropped, like I said, on my birthday, which is June 20th. So, stay tuned, folks. More things are coming. Great things are happening. We're starting to work a few partnerships with some friends of ours for the more wrestling content end of it. Definitely, I'm going to give a shout out to a really good friend of ours, Kelsey13. Go check out her page. That's Kelsey, spelled Khelsey with the number 13 after it. Her channel, Wrestling Geeks on Fleek, is almost at 10K subs. So definitely go check her out. I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. And help my boy out, Evolution of Pro Wrestling. Pro Wrestling, all one word. So he's sitting at like 35 subs right now, 36 subs, somewhere in that range. He does a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do on this channel, which was the wrestler interviews. It's just time constraints prevent me from doing it. So I'm honestly trying to partner, honestly going to partner up with two of my really good friends, his channels, and basically they're going to handle all the wrestling related things between the channels. If you're following the channel, if you've liked the channel page on Facebook, you see I started sharing videos from both channels. I'm going to be doing that a lot more often. Like, truth be told, I know Kelsey really doesn't need the help. I really do enjoy her content. And my boy Evolution Pro Wrestling, his is, I enjoy his content too. It's just, he's actually smaller than I am, and I would love to see his channel grow. But folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go check out Kelsey's channel and Evolution of Pro Wrestling. This is Nightmare, Twisted Nightmare Gaming, signing off. Stay tuned for more.